Good morning. Fabulous morning to you guys. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. Thankful Thursday. Oh my gosh, terrific Thursday. Oh my gosh. You guys, I have been up and at 'em this morning. I was supposed to get on earlier. First off, let me introduce myself before I start digging in, because you know I will start talking. I am Brittany Wilder. I am a wealth and wellness energy healer, and I help ambitious women align their energy so that they can attract their wealth, their wellness, and their weight loss goals. I do that with a few different techniques and modalities, things like hypnotherapy, sound bowl healing, timeline therapy, and other spiritual techniques. Everybody good? Everybody got who I am? Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. Good morning. Like I said, it's Thursday. I have been up and at 'em doing my thing, you guys, this morning. I was supposed to get on earlier on my live, but I started investing my energy into creating a new activating abundance track that will be up probably in the next 24, 48 hours. A free download, freebie for you to activate your abundance, okay? I put my heart and soul into that this morning, y'all. So I feel so good. All the energy that I put into that is the energy that I'm receiving back from the universe, because what we put out, we get back tenfold, right? Hey everybody, good morning. Hey TikTok, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys, listen. And in the midst of that, what kept coming up for me was love, right? I am doing a divine reset sound bowl healing experience on May 9th. It will be in Atlanta. If you are in Atlanta, come see me. Come hang out with me. Come catch the vibes. Come be in the room when I do a sound bowl healing session. It is amazing. It's amazing. I don't just say that just because I'm the facilitator. It's amazing. I done been to some of these other sound bowl healing sessions and it don't hit the same. All right. That's what I've been told personally by my clients and by people who have come to the free sessions, that it's amazing. It's different. It's nothing like they've ever experienced. And I can just say that it's God in the room doing his thing, showing out for us. Right. But come to Atlanta if you are free. If you are close to Atlanta, come in, drive in. We'd love to see you. I'd love to hug you and just, you know, talk to you, hang out with you. I know people come to my live every morning and do my live sound bowl healing session, which is like a 5-7 minute little mini session of what could happen. But when you have the full hour, 2-hour experience, it's so different and it's so much more in depth. And the other thing that happens is like I said, God shows up and shows out at each and every experience that I've ever done with sound bowl healing, because I literally invite him in. I invite God and Holy Spirit in, and I allow them to do whatever they do, and listen, they turn up. So that's what happens in the midst of the session. So you guys get a little piece of what it could be, but it's so much more in depth and so much more specific to you and what you need, right? Because I create a script. I tell people all the time, I literally go through a week or two process of creating a script for a event. If I'm doing a sound bowl healing experience, I create a script. I, invite God in. I ask God questions. I'm like, well, who's going to be there? Let me know. What do I need to say specifically? What are the affirmations that I need to say, right? What are the things that speak to the people who are going to be in the room? God, give me that. God to give it to me. And then in the midst of saying those things, something else will pop up and I'll say that. Something else will be dropped in my spirit and I'll sing that. Something else will be done in my spirit and I'll play that, right? So that's why I love it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. But we are talking about love today, you guys. We're talking about love, and we're talking about the divine reset. Did I tell you guys where it's going to be at? My bad. The divine reset is going to be at Pop Up and Create. It's in Marietta. It is a space for creatives to come together and network, and also to experience different types of events. All different types of experiences is at Pop Up and Create. So if you don't know where that's at, it's in Marietta. Pop Up and Create. Look it up. It's an amazing space with amazing energy. Oh, beautiful aesthetic. Like everything is just on point. So that's where my event's going to be at May 9th. At 6:30 at night, right after you get off of work. Just come straight there. Don't even go home. Come straight there to get this peace and this calm and this good energy on you, right? So you can release whatever you went through during that week, okay? Come straight to me. We're going to get you right. I'm going to have the snacks too if you're hungry, and the waters and the things that you need, right? But come in and get this good vibration for sure, okay? On Friday evening, all right? Before you go home, wilding out, come release all of that you've experienced this week. Okay, all the negative emotions that you went through, all the stress, all the anxiety, come drop that thing off in the room, and we'll clear the room out. Don't worry, we know how to clear the room out, right? We know how to spiritually do that. We'll clear it out and clean it out and cleanse it, and you'll feel amazing walking away, going home into your weekend fresh and renewed with a divine reset, right? It's called divine reset for a reason. That was dropped in my spirit months ago, that I needed to do a reset for people who are going through different things, that are struggling with different things. And the one thing that people talk about a lot of my clients talk about, that people in general talk about, my friends, clients, family, is love, right? Love. And so they're like, are you going to include that, right? Talking to my friends, talking to some of my family members, you going to include that? I'm thinking about coming, but you going to talk about love? Absolutely. Divine reset is all the things. Alexa, take it down to a 3. Alexa, loud. She started singing. I'm like, dang, Alexa, okay, chill, it's all right. But listen, you guys, of course, we're talking about love. Divine reset is all the things, right? When I prayed for what should this be called? What should this experience be called, God? I'm doing this series of free sound bowl healing. Y'all, I don't know if you know this, but sound bowl healing is not free. It's very much so for those that got a little money in their pocket, right? This is a non-traditional type of healing. It's non-traditional, right? It's not, we're not giving you no pills, baby. We're not giving you nothing for your anxiety, your stress. No, this is all natural sound waves going through your body, breaking up your negative energy, releasing your negative energy, releasing the emotions, negative emotions you have, releasing the memories that you may have, stuck energy in general that you have in your body. That is what this is about. That's what sound bowl healing is about. And so it's something that it's because it's non-traditional. It's not covered in most insurance plans, right? So what does that mean? People who do sound bowl healing are serious about their healing. They're paying for it out of pocket, right? And so when this opportunity to give free services to the community came up, I said, absolutely. I get paid to do this 9 to 5 every day. And on the weekends, whenever. But for me to show up and just do something for free for the community, free healing for the community, I'm with that. If I can do that twice a month, I'm with it. I'm the first person, because I understand that this isn't usually something that your insurance covers. Sound bowl healing isn't usually what your insurance covers, right? Your insurance covers going to the doctor and getting some stress and anxiety drugs that are just going to cause another problem, but heal your stress and anxiety, might make it a little better, more manageable. But 3 months later, you figure out that something else going on. My blood pressure's up now because of this medicine that I was taking. Yeah, it healed my stress and my anxiety, but now I got high blood pressure. I got this, I got that, right? How many times have we heard of that? That's the same story over and over again. That's what these pharmaceutical pills do, right? They heal one problem and they give you ... Right? Who wants to deal with that when you can just heal the problem? Amen? And just deal with that one problem and not have to worry about another problem popping up because you healed that problem. That don't even make sense to me when I hear it, you guys. I'm one of those people, anybody knows me, I don't like to touch no drugs. I will deal with pain a different way, right? Because for me, I know that pain is not only just because of pain, but there may be some stuck emotions, some other things going on that I need to release. And so instead of taking some Advil, Tylenol, whatever you want to call it, I'll come over here to these sound bowls and work that thing out. Oh, my shoulder was hurting, but now that I released that hurt, that pain, that anger, that frustration, that whatever, now I feel much better. But I done went on a whole tangent, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna talk about it. But that's what sound bowl healing is about. And so when it came down to me creating Divine Reset, you guys, I wanted to include each and every aspect of our lives. We're resetting each and every aspect of our lives, right? Resetting our mindset, resetting our emotions, resetting our heart soul space. We're resetting our physical body, resetting. It's a reset, complete reset. What does that mean? Your heart. What does that mean? Love. Yeah, it's a reset. Some of us are not in love, but desire love. Some of us are in love, but it's old love. It needs to be revamped, right? However you want to call it. Some of us have been with our significant others for 20, 30 years. Don't even look at each other the same. It's boring love. Some of it, listen. Some of us are in relationships that we know we have no damn well being in. It's toxic love. Some of us are, come on, let me be real. Some of us are in relationships with people that we know are no good for us. It's settling love. So many different types of love. What kind of love are you experiencing right now? Some of us are amen, in the name of Jesus. Look, it just comes up sometimes. Sometimes you just hear a song that just comes up. I definitely told Alexa to replay the song that I wanted her to play from the beginning, but she doing her own thing. My Alexa got an attitude. She be tripping. For real. She be like, okay, I heard what you said, but this is what I think you need, so I'm going to go ahead and play this. I ain't mad at you today, Alexa. But listen, some of us are in love with others more than we're in love with ourselves, right? So if we're talking about love and a reset, what does that look like? Reset. First off, you can't love anybody else if you don't love yourself. Sis, bruh, whoever. Right? And I know that sounds so cliche. We hear it all the time. Love yourself first, then love somebody else. But it's the truth. You know, a universal law is that you cannot love something more than you have already received yourself, right? You can't give out what you haven't already received, right? So if that's the case, and you're walking around here and you don't even give yourself love, and you have some self-hate, and you're not giving yourself love, well, what the hell do you think you're attracting? Chances are somebody's going to treat you good to get you, and then as soon as that happens, they're going to start hating you just like they hate themselves. Because they self-hating too. And they know that you self-hating on yourself too. And you lack the confidence, and you lack the whatever else you need to love yourself effectively. You lacking it. And so you out there dating, and you attracting somebody that's going to just cause you to keep feeling that same lack in love. How I know this to be true? Ha ha! Wrote a song about it, like to hear, here it goes. Listen, when you've gone through it, you can speak to that thing. Backwards, forwards, side to side. I can speak to you about settling for love because I have settled for love. I can speak to you about being in toxic love because I have been in toxic love, right? I don't speak about nothing I ain't been through personally. That's me. That's me. That's what I believe. I believe the things that I go through are not just for me, but for others as well. And so in creating Divine Reset, love was definitely included. There needs to be a reset in the love, the way that you love yourself, the way that you love others. You understand what I'm saying? A reset, a complete reset. What does that mean? We're going to talk about that. We're going to express that. I always ask each and every one of my clients, whenever they come in, think about one thing that you want to release, one thing you want to receive from this experience. And I give you time to think about it. And I also give you space, safe space to talk about it if you want to talk about it. Because here's the thing that I do know. When you are in a group of people and the ultimate goal is healing, when you speak something into this group of people, the things that you want to receive, right? And the things that you want to release. Well, where two or more gathered. Y'all know that scripture? Who's in the midst? Already in the midst. So you got people that are rooting for you to get what it is that you want out of this experience. You got people in here rooting for you to release whatever it is you want to release at this experience. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes we have some friends, we have some family members, we have some people around us that aren't doing that for us, that aren't cheerleading for us, that aren't praying over our behalf, praying for us. Listen, that's the type of love I got. That's the type of love I got with my friends and my family. People who, as soon as I say, you know, I'm dealing with this, I'm struggling with this, let's pray. Let's pray about it. Oh, let me write it down so I can pray about it later. Right? People who are for you will do that for you. And some of us don't have that. So we're praying about love in our friendships. Right? It's not just about romantic love. We're talking about love overall. The divine reset is about love overall. How you love yourself, how you love others. Attracting new love, attracting good love, refreshing the love that you're in right now. Hello? Love. When we talk about love, we talk about all the things. Maybe it's love of you being a parent. Maybe you're a parent and it's the love that you have with your kids. The love, y'all, listen, I got some real love for my daughter. I was about to slap this dentist yesterday, y'all. I was about to slap this dentist. Right? My daughter had to go in for a procedure with her teeth. And she had to, you know, I wanted to put her under because I know my baby. They had to do a lot of work on her teeth. So I was like, nah, she needs to go to sleep, right? But of course I didn't think about the pain she would have to go through in order to get to the sleep and all the above. But this is how real the mother-daughter connection is, how real that love is, right? I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know I got some mothers, mother bear, right? That love their kids like none other, right? That really, I'm talking about you love your kids like, listen, I will jump in front of a train, a plane, a car, or whatever for my baby, right? That's me, right? For my daughter. And so we're in the session, you guys, and they're like, okay, we're getting ready to, you know, get close to her mom and talk to her. And I'm like talking to her. We got stuffed animals. We got all kinds of stuff. I'm like, you know, I'm real creative. I'm already dramatic. Like, I'm going to set the tone. I'm going to set it up for her. So I'm like, yeah, you know, Buddy's over here. He needs a little love. I'm like talking to her. She's like, oh, okay, Buddy. All right. My daughter's like, yeah, taking the bait, taking it all. And he's like, oh, yeah, look at Bunny. The anesthesiologist is like, look at the bunny. And I'm like, yeah, look at the bunny. Okay, yeah. Woo, right, talking to her. And he goes, bop, hits her right in the shoulder. And she's like, huh. And I was like, I had a split second where I wanted to slap him. Like, I know you did not just inflict this pain on my daughter. But I was like, oh, this is part of the plan. Bring it back down. But that's the type of love I'm talking about. If you don't have that type of love for your kids, like, to where you want to slap the dentist, like, I know you're doing your job, but also, you just hurt my baby, and I want to slap you. Like, that is love. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Listen, you hurt somebody that I love, it's a problem. I have a real problem with you. It's even been bad, like, to my friends, like, my friends who have, you know, ex-boyfriends that did them wrong. I'd be like, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. Like, you better not say hi to me in the streets. It's over for you, right? But I love my people, right? That is love. That is the purest form of love. I love you so much that I would be like, nah, if somebody's not for you, they not for you. And I'm going to be the one to help you keep your boundaries, sis. How we going to do that? Nah, we ain't doing that. We not answering this phone call. Don't answer that call. Especially if you're around me. I'm going to tell you right now. If you're around me and I see you got somebody that ain't for you, I'm going to be like, you need to go ahead and delete that. You need to go ahead and delete that number right now while we talking. Go ahead and delete it. You don't need that number. You don't need that person in your life. We don't need none of that. All right? Like, that's not what we need. But that's love. And the divine reset is all about love. Love, right? How can we reset that love? Some of us have been in so many toxic relationships, we don't even know what real love looks like. We don't even know how to be treated right. We don't even know how to... I want to talk to you guys real quick about going on a date. Y'all, I went on a date a couple of weeks ago. Went on a date with a guy who was like a super gentleman, like super duper gentleman, right? And this is so funny, y'all, because it's been so long since I've like been with somebody who is really like chivalry isn't dead. Like I'm doing above and beyond, like walking you to your car, sitting you in your car, closing the door, you know, all the extra steps, right? I've been out with people who didn't open the door for me, whatever. Okay, that's typical. This man will he walked me to my car door, set me in my car, close the door, open the door when I get there, help me out, take me inside. We go into the restaurant, nice restaurant, and he proceeds to pull the chair out for me, right? Y'all, I ain't had a chair pulled out for me since I learned how to do it in etiquette class, right? Like, that's how long it's been. Like, teenage years, you know what I'm saying? Here I am at 36, and we're walking in, and he's like he's close behind me trying to pull, and I'm like, why is he up on me? And I was like, oh, you want this seat? He was like, no, I'm trying to pull your chair out for you. Y'all, I was so embarrassed, like, oh shit. Guys do that, huh? Wow, that's crazy. It hasn't happened in a long time for me. But that's it, right? I have to reset my idea of what love looks like, of what relationship and romance looks like, right? Because I've gone through some traumatic things. I've gone through some toxic love. I've gone through some settling love. I've gone through some love that I should have never gotten my ass into. Hello, who am I talking to? To the point where you get somebody who actually cares and wants to go above and beyond, and you like, yo, like, don't roll up on me like that, right? I low-key was like, why he rolling up on me like that, right? And he's like, I just want to pull your chair out for you. Can I do that? And I'm like, shit, yeah, you can do that? Thank you, my bad. I thought maybe you wanted to sit here, you know, and maybe I could switch over. He's like, no, I'm just trying to be a gentleman. But listen, I know it's funny, and it's hilarious to me, right? But also, it is a response to dealing with the less than, dealing with settling, dealing with men who did not want to go above and beyond for me, right? So then when you start dating men who want to go above and beyond, you're like, the fuck is he doing? What is, oh, I'm supposed to be treated like a princess. Oh, my bad, right? I laugh about it, but I'm dead ass serious. You are supposed to be treated like a princess. You are. And if you're not feeling that, if you're not in that space, then it's time to reset your love. Reset your idea of what love looks like. Reset your idea of what romancing looks like. Reset your idea of what dating looks like. Reset your ideas, because you have dealt with some foolishness for so long. Because if you're out in Atlanta, hello, my Atlanta ladies, right? And I don't even know what the damn ratio is. I know when I first got here, it was 10 to 1, 10 women to 1 man. So you out here dating men who are like, I'm dating 10 women at the same damn time. So I can't give you all of this if I got to date 10 of them, right? Or whatever the case is. I don't know. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the statistic. However it is, so many women to men. And I talk to men all the time. I love dating, right? Because they hear that statistic and they run with that, and they run that back, and they tell that to you, and they spit it out almost like, because there's, several women to 1 man here in Atlanta. And I said, interesting. And that would be important to you if you care about quantity over quality. Throw that shit in their face, y'all. I'm dead serious. Because, baby, I don't care what you say. There may be 10 women to 1 man, but there's only 1 Brittany Wilder in that bunch. You know what I'm saying? Quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? A good woman over a bunch of floozies. Hello, somebody? Let me take a drink to that. Woo! Lemon echinacea tea. Go ahead and get you some. It's so good. But listen, I'm being honest about this, right? We're talking about love here. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about romancing and dating and all the things. And we need a reset. We need a reset. We've been settling. We've been dealing with the scraps. We don't believe the thought of what these stupid men dating are talking about. Because there's so many women out here that I date and da-da-da-da. And that's great. But ain't no me. You ain't dating nobody else like me, honey. Right? Women, I speak to you as you guys get out here and you date in Atlanta. Okay? Don't you let no man tell you that you 1 of 10. I'm 1 of 1. Ain't nobody like me out here. Right? That's the type of confidence you got to have when you walk in that thing. You got to know who you are. You got to know your worth. You got to know your value. And if you don't, there's a problem. Okay? Sorry, Facebook. But listen. Okay? Don't get out here and listen to these fools. Right? Know your worth. Know who you are. Know the type of energy you carry. Know what you bring to the table. Know who you are. Know who you are. Right? And let it be known. Let the best man win, because he may be like, there's 10 women and there's 15 men in my inbox. Thank you. Glad that we have the same stats. Right? Like, so what? We all dating several people. You ain't the only one. Or like my grandpa would say, you ain't the onlyest one. You ain't the onlyest one dating several people. Got options. We all got options. Right? That don't make you special. But we are talking about love, and it's a reset. It's a reset in our minds. It's a reset in our hearts. Some of us have been hurt. Some of us, if you're like me, are divorcees. Shout out to my divorcees. Shout out to my divorcees. That's coming in heavy. Shout out to my divorcees because, listen, the type of repair you have to do on your heart from coming out of a marriage is unlike any type of healing I have ever experienced in my entire life. Let me say that again and repeat it for those of you who have been divorced. The type of healing you have to do on your heart coming out of a marriage is unlike any other healing work I have ever done in my life. Right? Because if you're healing the right way, and I mean the right way, I mean you want to get down to the root cause of why you even attracted somebody so toxic. Hello, somebody. I wanted to get down to the root of why I even attracted somebody who was fake and phony and who lied and who acted like it wasn't what it was when it was what it was, and who was in denial, and who I wanted to know why I attracted somebody like that, and I am who I am. What's going on deep down inside with me? It has more to do with me than it has to do with them. And once you get to that space, and I promise you, if I'm talking to somebody who's real and who has gone through a divorce, toxic breakup, whatever, what have you, but I want to say divorce because you settled. I know this to be true. This is what I know to be true. I have a lot of clients who have been through divorces. I have spoken to a lot of people who have been married, who have had to divorce. Ooh, what is going on? Listen, Alexa is on point. But I've talked to so many people. Woo! Y'all, this take me back to Trinidad. Okay, but listen. Alexa is on one today, y'all. I don't even know what is going on. Y'all know I had my 528 hertz playing, but out of nowhere she just started playing her own thing. So we just here. We rocking with it. But I've experienced working and talking to people who have been in marriages, who have gotten divorced, and a lot of it is a pointing the finger, but they. But ultimately it comes down to the point, I attracted they. I attracted this person. So what does that mean? There's something deeply rooted inside of me that made me feel that it was okay enough to trust this because there's a lot of trust that goes into getting married, right? Unless you're doing like a shotgun marriage and all that, whatever. Anyways, there's a lot of trust that goes into being married to somebody, right? Because there's a lot that the responsibility happens when you become married to somebody, right? So there's a lot of trust that goes in that. I trusted that this person was for me forever. I trusted that this person would take my emotions and love on me and give me what I gave them. I trusted that this person would be here. I trusted, right? There's a lot of trust that goes into being married to somebody. I trust that if I bring my problems to the table, that this person will listen and that this person will take it into consideration. We can find a common ground, a commonality. I trust that this person isn't controlling to the point where they're controlling our marriage, but that they see me as a valid partner. I don't know why that's coming up, but that's coming up, and I'm going to keep rolling with it because Spirit wants me to talk about it. That this person isn't going to control our marriage, but is going to allow me to have a say-so. That's going to take my opinions and my thoughts and my feelings to heart. Right? Absolutely. That's marriage. That's love. That's it. And so there's something going on inside of you that caused you to attract somebody who wouldn't do that. There's something there. It's a little something there. It's a little deeper. If you're feeling a tug, if you're feeling, because there's somebody on here that I'm speaking to in particular. And if you're feeling a tug, it's time for you to go ahead and see about what that's about. And do a free consultation with me so we can dig in deeper and figure out what's happening underneath it all. Right? I am a master NLP coach. I'm a master hypnotherapist. What does that mean? I master in weaving through all the BS that you're saying with your mouth, that you're saying in your conscious mind, weaving through all of that and getting down to the root, which is your unconscious mind, right? Some people call it the subconscious mind. Same thing. It's getting down to the root That's what I master in. I specialize in that, right? So what does that mean? If you're somebody who's like, I don't really quite know, but I feel something, go ahead and book that free consultation. This is not by coincidence that you're running past this live today or that you're seeing it on the replay. It's not coincidence. God doesn't do anything in coincidence. It happens for a reason. You're seeing this video on purpose for purpose, right? And it's your time. It's your time to really attract the type of love that you desire. It's your time to get out of whatever little messy situation you're in right now. Whatever little sneaky link you talking to on Fridays, every other Friday, like a paycheck. It's time to figure out why you feel like you're okay with that and you're settling for that when you deserve somebody who wants to be there for you all the time. Somebody who literally wants to give you their time of day and be your man, your woman, your whoever, if you allow them to. But you can't attract that because you're too busy with Joe Schmo, who hits you up every Friday. What's up, girl? Trying to link up? Yeah, that's it. I know a few Joe Schmoes. I done had to get rid of a few Joe Schmoes in my time. That's what we talking about. We talking about love, though. We desire love. A reset of love. A reset of love. I know you make a way. Alexa, play 528 Hertz. Alexa just did her own thing. 528 Hertz. Thank you. That's it. Alexa, put it on repeat. We're getting ready to go do a sound bowl healing. Reset, you guys. We got to reset what love looks like for us. We got to reset all the things. I tell people all the time, especially like my closest friends, we talk about it all the time. We play around about it all the time, about how we weren't made to date in this generation. I talk about it all the time. I'm like, the way my heart is meant, like, I was meant to be married to somebody in 1950. Like, I was meant to be a housewife. Like, I don't want none of this ghetto stuff out here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play the cat and mouse game. You know, if you like her, you got to act like you don't like her because you know that she ain't going to like you if you act like you like her. You know what I'm saying? What? That is nuts. That is nuts. That makes no sense to me. I was made to be in my 20s or 30s in the 90s R&B era. I can see myself now slow dancing to somebody on the dance floor to some Jodeci because I want to love you for life. Hey, because your love is why I live. That was me. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I ask God all the time, like, how come I wasn't 20 or 30 in the 90s? Like, I would have been in love. I would be married still now if that was the case, right? Sometimes I just ain't how it is. But I'll be like, God, you know I wasn't made for this generation. Most of my closest friends and sisters are in their 50s. Like, we just vibe. Like, I was meant to be somebody's boo in the 90s dancing to Jodeci in the club. I know that's the type of spirit I have. It's okay. Like, I don't want to do with all this crazy dating and crazy foolishness. This foolishness that these millennials have created. I don't understand it. I know where I was meant to be. And I'll just keep waiting for that 90s R&B love to show up and find me, y'all. But I'm going to go play some bowls for you guys. I always do a little informational, you know, in the beginning. If you've never experienced sound bowl healing before, it changed my entire life. I love it to this very day. It has allowed me to release some things that I have never released, that I held on to, right? Because I grew up in the church, right? And in church, God is our therapist, and amen for God, but he also created some really great therapists that can help you through some stuff too, y'all. Like, for real. But, you know, in our culture, right? That's it, right? And so I went against the norms. I went against all the things and decided to find out what healing meant for me, because healing wasn't working the original way. It wasn't working. And if you be honest, some of the ways that you were taught by your parents and your grandparents and your whoever, great parents, some of the ways you were taught about, baby, just give it to Jesus, just give it to God, just let it go. And you go and you give it to God, but you're like, but there's just something more that I can't get rid of. It's something deeply rooted that I'm trying to, but I just can't, right? Well, there are other techniques like sound bowl healing that help me Help me fully release the things, because I wasn't fully releasing. And I go to God. I have a really good relationship with God. I'm in alignment with God, and I thank God for that. However, there was a little extra, something extra that I needed on top of that, and that was sound bowl healing. That was it. That was it for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The type of release I received from my first sound bowl healing session, I know I know the facilitator was like, what in the whole hell is going on? I know. And I spoke to him afterwards. He was like, dang, Britt, you had me in here sweating. And you had me in here sweating. Like, it was real, right? I know. Because there was so much inside of my body that I have held on to at that point, right? I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s when I had my first sound bowl healing session. And the wail that came out of me was unlike any other I've had. It was, I discovered and experienced a different kind of deliverance, right? Deliverance, right? We talk about deliverance and releasing and surrendering to God and what he's doing in our lives. And some of us were too afraid to do that, to get to that type of healing. But that's the type of healing that it takes in order for things to shift. In order for things to truly happen in your life, you have to get to a place of deliverance and surrender. And some of us, we're too afraid. We're like, oh, or we're too embarrassed. Or we're too, whatever your too is, you're too that. I don't want people to know. I feel a little embarrassed about what I got going on. Newsflash. And truth is, we all got some shit that we don't want somebody to know about. So you're not alone in this. Now, the enemy will make you feel like you're alone. The enemy will make you feel like your addictions are far-fetched and nobody else is dealing with this addiction, or nobody else is dealing with this mindset issue, or nobody else is dealing with this depression or this mental illness that I'm dealing with. He'll make you feel like you're alone. But 9 times out of 10, we're all going through something. Your something may be different from my something, but it's something. It's something ugly. It's something bad, and it's something that we don't want people to know about. So what do? We hang on to it. And what does that do? It blocks us from attracting love, real love, genuine love, not love that we're settling for because this is as good as it gets, or love that we're afraid to leave or let go, right? Because some of us have been duped into marriages and relationships because we're scared because of the fear that we have. I don't know if I ever find anybody that can deal with my bullshit, so I might as well stay with her. Might as well stay with him. They'll deal with me. They love me enough. I think they love me enough to deal with all my BS. Right? I don't know who I'm talking to, but that's coming up for me heavy. Right? But we're allowing our traumas, our hurts, our pains, our addictions, our mental illness, our what have you, right? My dad says all the time, I'm afflicted. Our afflictions, right? My dad says that all the time. He plays around all the time and says that. But it's the truth. We're allowing those things to stop us from receiving the most genuine love, the most amazing love. We're allowing those things to stop us from loving ourselves. We're allowing those things to stop the movement of love in and out of your life, right? It's blockages, love blockages. That's what we're allowing to happen. And if you don't get serious and intentional about releasing those things, you will continue to attract something that you do not want. Tell you right now, you'll continue to attract that. And if you've gotten to that point where you're just like, I don't care, I'm here, I don't care about none of that, I'm not about to do it, then that's cool. This isn't for you. This message isn't for you. I learned a long time ago that my services, who I am, my coaching, the type of coaching that I do is not for everybody. So baby, if you are okay and you done lived with your misery and your hurt and your pain for so long that you don't want to do the work, this message ain't for you. I'm talking to my ones that are willing and ready and that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sick and tired of being sick and tired about not having enough money, about dealing with the same bosses. Every time you go to a different job, you thought you was going to be better. And then you end up with the same outcome. You hate your job. You hate your coworkers. You hate your boss. You're in the same outcome over and over again. dating somebody. Oh, but he's totally different at first. Then you really get in there and you start dating them and they're the same damn person you done attracted 5 years in a row. Dang, I can't attract nobody but this type of same fool. The cheater. The liar. Some people don't even love themselves and expect others to love them. Amen. I just got done talking about that, Tyrus. I said, in order to receive something, you have to give it to yourself first. That's everything. You wonder why you're not receiving grace? You haven't given yourself grace. Wonder why you haven't received love? You ain't even loved on your damn self. You wonder why you're not receiving? What have you? You cannot receive until you have given it to yourself first. You can receive a lot of copycats, things that look like love. Oh, but this ain't it. You can get all the copycats you want. But the real deal thing, the genuine thing, you ain't gonna receive that until you genuinely give it to yourself first. Grace, mercy, love. That's it. That's what we're talking about. In sound bowl healing, though, you release those blockages, the things that are stopping us from attracting the things we really want, which is why I love doing the work so much. Not only for me, but for my clients, because they go through a transformation unlike any other. And to hear the stories of what they have attracted after we've gone through our session, to hear the stories of, because this is like the activation, right? Sound bowl healing is like the activation. It's like the first step that you can take to release something, and you feel immediate. You see the benefits immediately afterwards. Like I'm talking about, it will clear whatever chakra, whatever we're talking about, whatever one God tells me to play, we'll clear it out. And immediately you'll start to feel the benefits. God will start to drop things in your spirit. You're like, I don't know where this came from, but this came from somewhere. I don't know. This, I ain't never felt this before. I ain't never felt so in alignment. I ain't never felt so connected, right? I've never felt so safe, protected. I've never felt so creative. That's the other thing I love. Listen, one thing I love to do is unblock somebody's sacral chakra. And for them to be like, listen, I feel so sexy. Like, I'm like, yes, that's right. That's right. I feel so sexy when I date. I go out and date. I attract people. I'm like, yes, and you should. And you should. Like, you should have people trying to, ooh, who is this? She stepped in the room. She got this energy. I don't know who this woman is, but I need to get close to her. That's how you should change a room when you step up in a room. Hello? Your energy should be so bright and so amazing. Your energy should be so overwhelming to people that they're like, I don't know who you are, but I gotta come say hi. Because, listen, when you walked up in this room, it got a little brighter. When you walked up in this room and said hi, I felt something in my soul, right? I don't know who this is for. Excuse me. Y'all, I'm right at the end of this. I feel these allergies going away. Soon they'll be gone. Soon, I feel it. I'm right on the tail end. But listen, I don't know who this is for, y'all. Sound bowl healing is it. Unblock your stuff. Go ahead and book a free consultation so you can go ahead and get your sound bowl healing session with me. I do Zooms. I do in person. I do it all. And it's needed. It's needed if you know that you are in a space where you're still holding on to some old shit that is not serving you anymore. It's time to release that stuff and move forward. 2 things to think about and to look forward to and to pay attention to in the midst of hearing these sounds when I get ready to go do them. Alexa, turn up to 5. Keep in mind if you feel any aches, any pains, any uncomfortableness in your body, that is a sure sign that something deeper is going on. And we listen to our body because our body gives us the clues that we need for healing, right? So we listen to our body. Y'all read The Body Keeps the Score? Yeah, it's real. Our bodies hang on to the trauma. So they know exactly where it is, the pinpoint, what we need to release, right? They know. The body knows. Pay attention to your body. Have you seen the movie I Feel Pretty? Absolutely amazing movie. Yes, I have. Such a good, listen, I am in love with stuff like that. It's neat. People need it more to see that, to see these different movies about really like loving yourself and going deep and understanding what's really going on, right? Because a lot of people are just unaware. We just walking around unaware, just ruining other folks' lives, doing all kinds of things. Like, and a lot of us are unaware. Like I said, unaware. So you're just doing it because it's autopilot, and you're operating out of your hurt and your pain that's underneath everything. And this is what you learned as a child, and this is what you learned is love, and this is what you learned is relationships, and this is what you learned is what I got to do to get money in my life, right? That's another place that I work with clients with a lot heavy, is on blocks when it comes down to your wealth. It's a lot of blocks when it comes down to your wealth. And a lot of people recognize that the same blocks that they have with their wealth is the same blocks that they have with their love. Love. It's crazy. It's crazy, but they're connected. It's crazy, but they're connected. Love and wealth is connected. I'm dead serious. People start to love themselves more, right? They start to feel better. They start to actually go for the things that they truly want in life, which does what? Creates more avenues of money, right? You start to love on yourself. You start to feel happier. You start to raise your vibration to attract more wealth. Y'all understand how that goes hand in hand? Right. Which is why I'm a wealth, wellness, and weight loss coach. Those are the things that I focus in on because they all tie together. They do. They do. And I learned that through my own process of attracting more wealth, attracting more wellness, right? And then losing tons of weight, 92 pounds to be exact, right? Tons of weight in the process of all of that. It all is interconnected, okay? Don't think that it's not, because it is. It really is. And once you get to a point where you recognize that, oh, it's all connected and I got to get rid of these blocks in order to receive, then you're going to go ahead and deal with the blocks to receive. That's it. Wow, great job. Yep, thank you. It was a long time coming. I'm not even going to lie. I've had issues with my weight on and off my entire life. So you get to a space where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's how I know. Listen, my clients get to the space where they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're tired of the same outcome, even though you try something different. I tried this. I tried that. I tried this. Why isn't it working? Because we got to go deep. We got to go down to the root. And it gets a little messy. But I promise you, after you release that root cause, you'll feel better than you've ever felt in your entire life. It's your second wind. People talking about getting a second wind. Baby, this is the real second wind. This is the fountain of youth. This is I'm not playing about this. Healing is the fountain of youth. People talk about all that. Oh, the fountain of youth. Yeah, it's healing. It's healing. Y'all, don't let me put up my before and after pictures of me healing and me being in misery. Because you'll be like, who is that woman? What? Yo, who is that lady? Nah, quit playing. That's not you. Quit playing. That's not you. For real, Brit? It's funny. One of my ex-husband's friends used to call me Skinny Brit when I lost all the weight. Cause Skinny Brit, that's Skinny Brit. Like, no, he's serious. Like, yeah, cause I was big. I was big Brit at one point. Big body. Like, big body, miserable Brit. Right? Not happy at all. Not happy about how I looked. Not happy about how I felt. Not happy about the outcomes in my life. Miserable and married. Big Brit. Struggling. That wasn't it, y'all. That wasn't it. So I share the things that I did, like sound bowl healing, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy. All the tools that I utilize to heal and to get to this space where I'm at right now is what I mastered. I mastered them. Why? Because they changed my life. And all I wanted to do was keep the energy flowing to other people and help other people change their lives and their lives and their lives and their lives and keep the energy flowing, pay it forward. whatever you want to call it, raise the vibrations of everyone around me. And not everybody wants their vibration raised, but it's okay. I offer it. Whether you take it and you get serious about it, that's on you. But the offer's there always. My family and friends know the offer is there always. Whether you want it right now or you want it later, it'll always be there. And I offer to you guys, it's there. Whether you want it right now and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired or not, and you'll continue to be sick and tired of being sick and tired and miserable and hurt and pain and operating out of all the things, all the negative emotions. That's not quality of life. That's not living a life that is meant to be lived well. It's not. It's just not. It's not. And my prayer for everybody is that they want to live that beautiful life that is waiting for them to just say, hey, I'm ready. I'm deserving of it. I'm worthy of it. I deserve to be happy all the time. I deserve to wake up out of my bed and not be crying as soon as I wake up and it's a new day. I deserve to enjoy this day, to enjoy my kids, my spouse, my whoever, my family, my job. I deserve to enjoy my job. Some people don't even enjoy their job. They just doing it just cause. That's nuts to me. Listen, I've been on this entrepreneur journey for it's going into a year. Full-time entrepreneur for a year. And it's nuts to me to hear people talk about their job. That's one of the first questions that I ask when I date people. Because I love what I do each and every day. And I'll be damned if I date somebody who doesn't. I can't. It won't allow me to. Because we're not about to be sitting there talking about how you hate your job, but you can do everything and change it. You have the power to do all the things to change it, but you hate it. You're not going to keep on talking to me about how you hate it, and you got all the power inside of you to change it. No, that's not my idea of a nice little dinner, little candlelight dinner talk. Nah, that's not it. That's why I can't date nobody that don't love what they do at all. Period. Especially when that's where you spend most of your time. I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, y'all. I'm going to go play real quick. Keep note of what you feel in your body. I'm trying to wake my leg up, y'all, so I can get up, or else I might fall. If I fall, it's okay. It's going to be all right. But keep in mind if there's any uncomfortableness you feel in your body when I play a certain bowl. Keep in mind if there's any repressed emotions, repressed memories that come up, that sort of thing, that thing's important. It's telling you that it's time to deal with those things now. You're in a space that it's time to work and heal those things, which is beautiful to me. Keep in mind, okay? Get ready to go play. It's only going to be a few minutes. We'll see what God has for us, the collective, and we'll go from there, okay? Y'all, I'm nervous about this leg, though. I've been sitting down talking about love and all the things. Whew. Okay, let's see. Whew. All right, here we go. Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg. And if you're with me and on this wonderful life, go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose and hold it. And out your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And out your mouth. Last deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And out your mouth. All right. It's time to be more open to the thought that love wants to find you. More open to the thought that you are love and that you are attracting exactly what you are. More open to the thought oh man, said my live was disconnected on TikTok. I guess it is what it is, but Facebook's still on here. Hey y'all. More open to the thought that you deserve. And you deserve all of the things that you desire in your heart. Love and light. It's who we are. At the core of our being, it's who we are. That's who we are. We're love and we are light. If we break down all the things, break down and take away all the titles, break down and take away all the roles that we play, if you break that thing all the way down, we are love and light. I love you guys. Love, love, love you guys. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.